Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. In this video, we'll solve this problem that says find x if tan inverse of that plus that is equal to pi over 4. So the way to solve this problem is to first of all look at what are the trigonometric functions there, and then these are the two functions we have. And then what you're going to do is to light this maybe to be a certain angle A, because when you take the arctan or the tan inverse of something, you are coming up with an angle. So, and then we can say this is, let it be angle B. So, and that means that we have some scenario like tan inverse of x minus 5 over x minus 1. This is equal to A, and then tan inverse of x minus 4 over x minus 3. This is equal to B. And so from here, this means that tan of A is equal to x minus 5 over x minus 1. And then tan of B is equal to x minus 4 over x minus 3. So we have these two, and so which basically means that in our equation above, then we have a situation like a plus b is equal to pi over 4. Recall this is in radians, and in angles pi over 4, if you recall, this is equal to 45 degrees. And so because everything is in terms of pi, this gives you an idea that okay, so we have a plus b equals pi over 4. So let's take tan on both sides, and that's the way to solve all these problems. You simply realize which function you can substitute in, or you can expand and then take that on both sides. So in this case, I'm going to have tan of a plus b is going to be equal to tan of pi over 4. So I'm doing that on both sides, and so which basically means that if I try now to expand the left hand side, this is going to be equal to tan of a plus tan of b divided by 1 minus tan of a tan of b. Again, I'm using expression of compound angles of the tan formula for compound angles, and this is equal to tan pi over 2. Tan of 45 is just equal to 1, so basically this is going to be equated to 1. And so then now let's substitute in. We have tan A, tan B is already given here. We found it, and so then we can then substitute in which comes to x minus 5 over x minus 1, then plus tan B, which is x minus 4, everything over x minus 3, and this is equal to we can multiply this side on the other side, so that it becomes 1 minus tan A, which is x minus 5 over x minus 1, then multiplied into tan of B, which is x minus 4 over x minus 3. And so basically this is what you have, and what you're going to do is now to simplify this whole stuff. And so we have this into that over this denominator. So we have x minus 5 into x minus 3, then plus x minus 4 into x minus 1, and this is over x minus 1 into x minus 3. And this is going to be equal to, this is a product, so we can rearrange that by assuming this is over 1, and this product multiplies into that, so it becomes x minus 1 into x minus 3, then take off x minus 5 into x minus 4. This has no shortcut since it's all about finding x. So then the denominator is x minus 1 into x minus 3. We observe that this is the denominator which you have here, so it will all go on both sides, and then you remain with simplifying what is up here. So I can open up the brackets here, and so that becomes x squared. This is minus 3x minus 5, so that becomes 8x. And then finally we have plus 15 when we open up this. And then into this, it gives us x squared by that, x and that minus x, and this into that minus 4. So that total gives us minus 5 x, and then minus 4 by minus 1, that goes to plus 4. And this is equal to x into that, that goes to x squared, this by that, minus 3x minus x, so that goes to minus 4x, then plus 3, a negative 1 and negative 3, and then this is minus. We can create big brackets and open up here, that goes to x squared, this that minus 4x, this and that minus 5x, and this gives us minus 9x, then plus 20. So that's the last part. So let's try to simplify this and that. Basically this and that survives, so we have 2x squared, this and that goes to minus 13x, this and that gives us 19, and this is equal to, if we open up the brackets, this minus x squared will cancel with that, so remain with minus 4x plus 3. If we open up here, this becomes plus 9x, and the negative 4x, that becomes 5x on the other side. And then if we open up here, it will be minus 20, and a positive 3, that goes to minus 17. So we can rearrange that this towards the left hand side, and so we can have 2x squared minus 18x, adding a 5 to a 13 results into that, and then we can have this taken to this side, which turns out to be positive on this side, and that goes to I can see 20 and then 36. So this is 36 and this is equal to 0. So if we divide throughout by 2 to reduce, this means that the equation becomes x squared minus 9x, then plus 16. So 18. Yeah, 18. So this is equal to 0. So all we need here is to solve this equation, and then for the different values of x. So you can see that you can use the different methods you can use to find the values of x. So even if I leave it here, you can get the values of x, because this is a quadratic. You can see that you can use factorization method by looking at factors. For example, negative 3 and negative 6. If you multiply these two, they give you a positive 18, and if you add, they will give you 9. So you can have this is x squared minus 6x minus 3x plus 18, and this is equal to 0. So I can have that x into x minus 6 minus 3 into x minus 6 is equal to 0, because if factorize out, we pull out minus 3, then we remain with minus 6 to make sure that it goes back to the positive. And so that means we have x minus 3, since this is the common factor, then into x minus 6, and this is equal to 0. So from here, we can see that x minus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 6 is equal to 0, and so x is either equal to 3 or x is equal to 6. So those are the possible values of x. X can be equal to 3 and x can be equal to 6. So you can always test and see what it gives you, okay, by just substituting into. So thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing, and leave a comment or leave any suggestion on how you would approach this problem. But basically, this is how you would solve any equation in this format.